Epic Crafters, welcome back to the live stream of Epic Camera Props, the only channel that aims to teach you how to make membrane props from movies like these ones using only cardboard. I'm Raphael, I'm the owner of this channel, and yeah, today is going to be a hangout Q&A session with you guys. I hope you're gonna enjoy it despite the strange time that you are in again with Ukraine and all of this. That's awful what is happening at the moment. But today I'm gonna try not to think too much about it because I've been watching the news all day long for about 20 days. So no, today is going to be a little bit of fun. Despite all of the situation, I know it's going to be hard, but sometimes you have to breathe a little bit. So yeah, I hope you're gonna enjoy this live stream. We're gonna talk about props, movies, a lot of cardboard crafting as well, because a lot of people have questions about how to make a specific prop of my YouTube channel, because some of them are quite difficult to create, to make. I'm aware of it, even if thanks to the templates, most of the work is done for you. Actually, that's the purpose of these templates. I know that I'm charging for them, but they have a real purpose. It's making this very tricky build doable for almost everyone if you are committed enough, of course, because you won't be able to make one of these in 2 hours, of course, even with the templates. But yeah, so that's what I do here. But even despite that, I'm aware that it might be tricky if it's your first prop or the first thing you're making out of cardboard, because you just find me here and you didn't know that you could do such things out of cardboard, which was my case about a few years ago when I discovered another YouTuber that inspired me to do things out of cardboard. And so if you have questions about the props, about one of my tutorials, leave your questions in the chat. If I see your question in the chat, I will answer them. But the best way to have your question answered actually is by putting them in the form that is in the description box below. There is a form for that in the description box below. Moderator, if you can put, drop some from time to time the links of the form that is in the description box below in the chat, so the people can ask the question maybe more easier. So don't hesitate to do that if you can. But yeah, there is a form in the description box below for you to ask your questions. And because sometimes it's difficult for me to find out the question in the chat, I'm not always watching the chat, so it might be difficult for that. So yeah, drop your question in the form that is in the description box below. And the way it works on a first come first served basis, so don't waste your time. Go ahead right now, because yeah, sometimes I don't have the time to answer to everyone's questions by the end of the live stream. And I'd like to say hello to some people before starting this live stream today. And just before starting all of it, just tell me in the chat if you are excited to be here today, and if you want to watch, if you want to talk about props and movies. And by the way, if you watch movies, let me know in the chat if you watch recently movies in theater, a new one that you are very excited about. I would love to know that, because I'm always looking for opinion about movies, because I'm a big cinema lover. All this channel is all about movies and TV shows. So yeah, so don't hesitate to let me know in the chat if you just watch an awesome movies, and let me know if you are excited to be here today in the chat. And if you're new on this channel, I introduce you in the chat, because it's a small community here, especially during my live stream, because I'm only seeing the live stream when they are done. So there is not a lot of people doing this live stream most of the time, but that's great, because that's the way I like it. It's a very small community during the live stream, and I'm able to speak to you, which you're probably the hardcore of my my subscribers, the most invested of my subscribers. So yeah, so don't hesitate to introduce you in the chat if you're new to this channel, and I hope I'll be able to see you a lot during this live stream. So Marco Staging, good to see you here, Marco Staging again. I'm excited. Marco say I'm excited. Yeah, great. That's cool that you are excited. I am too, and I'm speaking very badly English at the moment. Hey, Luis Orozco. I'm always murdering your name, Luis, I think. And okay. Hey, Aunt Story, Vincent Verma, Giglin Oynuku. I'm sure I didn't pronounce it correctly. Joey Hansen, the Ensembler. Hey, the Ensembler, good to see you here. Hey, John Moran. John Moran is in the house, guys. John Moran has been there for a while. He's a very active subscriber of this channel. He's always commenting on the posts and videos I do. So I'm glad to see you here again, John. And okay, Wolfie is here. Okay, Rudrashke Verma, Wolfie. Okay, a lot of people are here today. And let me know in the chat as well where you are watching this live stream from. I know that I ask that pretty much every live stream, but I'm so, I can't help it. I love, seeing your countries in the chat, and, when someone is telling me that he's watching this live stream for, Australia, or, the opposite of the world. That's great. I love that. I know that there are people from everywhere in the world on this channel. I'm in the UK, actually, by the way, if you want to know that. I live in London, in the UK. And so yeah, let me know in the chat with an hashtag and the country next to it. And I'd love to know those. So, okay, so Swixis55 YouTube say USA, America. I'm in Norway, okay. Okay, India, okay. Drop your country, guys. I want to know that. Turkey. Okay, Turkey. There is another one. He's making Dark Saber right now. Yeah, that's true. I've done. I have to be honest with you. It's done. It's just that I'm a little bit of struggling by finishing the tutorial videos because I'm in the process of hiring an editor. Because it's gonna be, it's gonna help me to do everything faster on this YouTube channel and to post more tutorial videos because I know that it's quite long at the moment. So because of that, the Dark Saber is a little bit delayed. I'm sorry about that. It's been done. I finished the Dark Saber about I think almost 2 weeks ago. But I'm gonna post it. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna post it in a few days now because it's I'm done with this process pretty much, and so I'm gonna post it in a few days. Don't worry about that. Hey, Raphael Theodore, good to see you here again. Raphael Theodore is a subscriber membership of this channel, so you support this channel because you can be a member of this channel and access the time-lapse videos of my tutorial videos, which is basically the videos where I record the whole construction from start to finish in accelerated, so sometimes it's 8 hours long, sometimes even more than that, but it can help you if you want to see more about the specific steps. It's a bonus and you can access these videos by being a member, by subscribing, by being a member of this channel. I think I'm just struggling to say something very simple actually. You can see that by being a member of this channel, and Raphael Taylor is a member of this channel, so thank you for supporting my channel. It's been a while that you've been a member actually. And so he asks, okay, I am from Indonesia now, have you checked out Spider-Man No Way Home and the Batman? Not Batman, but I was very late on that, but I watched the Spider-Man No Way Home a few days ago. I know I'm very late. I should, this channel is all about movies and such, and I watched this movie just a few days ago. But I'm so busy, guys, so I didn't have the time to watch it before. But yeah, I watched it and I loved it. I'm mind blown because I didn't thought it would be that good. It's Spider-Man. I'm not a big fan of Spider-Man, especially the new ones. Actually, I'm a big Tobey Maguire fan Spider-Man because it's my childhood. Actually, I grew up with the Spider-Man as a Tobey Maguire. So I love. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy Marvel and Avengers and Spider-Man. But it's just that for me, something was missing. But this one is just maybe it's because. I'm not gonna spoil you because if you haven't watched it, it's not good. But there are things in this movie that I really, really enjoyed, and the plot and everything is great, original, new. So yeah, I loved it. But I haven't seen Batman yet, and I think it might take a while again because I'm always busy. I never have the time to go to the theater to see it, or sometimes I'm watching it, not that legally, because I'm watching them in advance, not in the theater. I'm not gonna say much more about that, but because I want to see them very quickly. It's not that I don't want to pay for them, but because, and I don't advise you to do that because it's wrong. It's bad for the industry. And I've been working in this industry for 15 years before starting this YouTube channel, and I know what I say. I shouldn't say that because it's bad. It's a bad thing, It's hard this YouTube channel to download illegally the movies. But ID Grace, okay, love your prop. Thank you, Yash. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Timestone necklace. Hey, timestone necklace. What do you mean? And numbers. Disorder. Okay. How did you know that Belgium there is an artist called Rinus van de Velde who made an entire train wagon? And from cardboard, that a life-size train, wagon of a life-size one. I would love to see that. If you have the link of it, if you can drop it in the chat or maybe in the comments, more in the comments. That way, I'll be able to check that later. The link of this video, I would love to see that because I would love to see how accurate it is. Because at this scale, when you do a train, life-size train out of cardboard, it should take ages, unless maybe you're working with a team, like 10 people, something like that. It might be way faster, but yeah, that's a big thing. I would love to see that, and I didn't know that, and I would love to see that because I have families in Belgium. My father is from Belgium. My father, both of my parents actually are from Belgium. So yeah, so I would love to see that. Okay, so I'm gonna answer the first question from the form. The first question from the form is from the assembler, and the question is, what are your thoughts on the new KW trailer, will you make any props from the show, possibly Inquisitor lightsabers? Yeah, that would be a great one, I agree. But I already have one that I'm pretty much already in the process that I want to post before the first episode of this series, and I think some of you probably have already guessed what it is, because I've been talking about it for ages, about making this one, and it's gonna be the Darksaber helmet in 3 parts. You know, the top, the main part, you know, with the face, and the neck piece here. So it's gonna be the Dark Vader helmet, and I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna post the videos, and it's very important for this YouTube channel, so you can count on it. I won't be late on this one. It's gonna be posted about a week before the first episode is released on air. So yeah, so it's gonna be this one. But I will make more Star Wars posts, because, you know, as well, including, you know, maybe Inquisitor's lightsaber, that kind of things, because, you know, Star Wars is a big thing this year, so be ready. I'm gonna make a lot of Star Wars props this year. Not only, don't worry, if you're not a Star Wars fan, I'm not gonna do only Star Wars props, because that's not what this channel is all about. This channel is all about movies, props, and TV shows in general, not only Star Wars. But it's true that I've done a lot of Star Wars props, and I'm gonna make more of them, because of, you know, that's crazy year that we have with so much series, and Mandalorian season 3 at the end of the year, I think. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah. And by the way, I didn't check where, the countries you told me before. Okay, there was America, Turkey, Mexico, American, Belgium. Okay, I'll be back making coffee. Who you want a cup? Okay. Yeah, I'm right, Diego Ruz. Hey, Diego Ruz, good to see you here, Diego. Okay, Moonra mask will go good. Okay, yeah. Okay, Marco Hask, hope you could make higher Agamotto. So yeah, I got that request a lot, actually, and but it's not planned for the moment. I will make probably I plan to make more Marvel props in the future, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna make more, and maybe this one as well, but it's not planned for the moment. And by the way, if you're on this channel, on this live stream, and you know, because I'm always unlisting the live stream when they are done, don't hesitate to share the live stream out to someone that might be interested in what I do on this YouTube channel, you know, these props and all of the stuff I make on this YouTube channel, because it helps a lot, because I'm always unlisting the live stream when it's done. So it's not gonna be promoted by YouTube, and that's why there are always, you know, a few people, not you know, a huge amount of people here, but you know, that's help a lot if you do that. So don't hesitate to do it. And so yeah, okay. And the next question from the form is from Marco Stagin, and by the way, don't forget that there's a form in the description box below for you to ask your questions. You can put them in the chat, but in the form that is in the description box below is the most efficient way to have the best way to have your question answered, because in the chat it's difficult to find out the questions between the other comments. So the next question is from Marco Stagin, which is a moderator of this channel, and he asks, do you think I should make T-Rex head? If not, which is no, this one. If not, which other props from your channel should I make? So he's thinking about making the T-Rex head that is here. And the T-Rex head is awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great build, but it's just that it's gonna be very time consuming to make this one. Even with the templates, it's gonna take some time for you to make it. Of course, if you committed to the build and you know you're working like 8 hours a day for a week and you know what you're doing, you could be done in a week. And I've seen people making it in a week. People reach out to me on Instagram with pictures, and you know, some of them told me that I was blown away about that. Some of them told me that it was the first thing they ever did like that. It took them a week for some of them, but of course they were working like all day long for 7 days. So yeah, there is that. So it's gonna be a very time-consuming props if you make the T-Rex head, but it's very rewarding. That being said, if it's your first prop, Marco, maybe try a easier one like a helmet. You know, this helmet here are quite simple actually to make. You know, especially the Mandalorian helmet. Not really actually. Mandalorian helmet, the top of the Mandalorian helmet is a little bit trickier than the Boba Fett helmet. But the Boba Fett helmet, you have the mechanism on the, you know, the I don't know the name of that, but you know, the visor here. with the mechanism on the left, that might be a little bit, you know, of course, a little bit trickier than this one because there is no such a thing on the Mandalorian helmet. So if you choose one of my helmets, especially these two ones, they are quite simple to make, and maybe it's better for you to start with that one. But if you're, you know, you mentioned the T-Rex head, so maybe you're a fan of Jurassic Park, so maybe start by the Velociraptor if you want an easy one. The Velociraptor head I made on this YouTube channel is way simpler than the T-Rex head, so you can start by this one if you prefer. Okay, so next question is from Marco Sajin again. Okay, will you ever make room workshop tour? Yeah, I will. I'm always saying that, and I think I'm gonna do that for an event like, I don't know, maybe May the 4th or something, you know. I will do that. I'm not sure when. I want to do that in a special occasion, but I will do that. It's just that it's a big mess here, and, you know, I have to clean a little bit because I have cardboard everywhere. It's so full. I live in a quite small apartment in the UK. Now I plan to move to a house soon, but it's, you know, it's taking time, more time than I was expecting. So yeah, it's complicated here. But I will show you everything. I will show how you know, the workshop, how I where I work and how I record my videos and everything. I will do that for sure. It's plain. Don't worry about that. Next question is from Tony Stark. Tony Stark? You're there, Tony Stark? And the question is, speak one time camera. Okay, speak one time cardboard prop is mother shod. Okay, I don't get that one, but that's okay. Maybe reformulate your question in a different way. Luis Orozco asks, which is another moderator of this YouTube channel. Have you considered building the Mandalorian resin crest? In what scale? And if yes, in what scale? I have considered it, but the thing is with ship like that, and I know that I did a Millennium Falcon, and many of you knows me because of the Millennium Falcon. Many of you found me because of the Millennium Falcon I made out of cardboard, which is, you know, quite impressive. But the problem with that kind of scale, and I discovered that when I made the Millennium Falcon, is that when you make something out of cardboard that is huge in the real life in a very small scale, and when you do it, you know, with such level of accuracy I do, you know, on this YouTube channel with a lot of accuracy, they are very accurate, the props I make on this YouTube channel, you're going to have a hard time to make all of the digitals to make it, you know, to reach this level of accuracy I want for my props here. So that's why I'm always afraid to do such a thing. The Millennium Falcon took me like almost 3 months to create. Of course, I didn't use templates, and it was one of my first builds on this YouTube channel. So of course, it was way more time consuming than it would be now if I would, you know, redo it again, we make it again. But yeah, it's a time-consuming props to make when you do a ship like that. That's something that is huge in real life in a very small scale. It's gonna take a very long time, and I try to post at least 1 tutorial a month on this YouTube channel, even if I'm a little bit late with the last one. That's the thing I do here. So I've been thinking about it, and because you know, the Razor Crest is not that big, so maybe I will do it, and it's not. No, I have to think about it, but I may make it in someday. It's not. I'm not saying that I won't. It's just that it's a difficult one to make. Okay, next question is from Pin Ninjorka, and the question is, okay. Do you think you'd ever make a Jaws props? Like the shark or the boat from the movie? That would be so cool, dude. I would love to do that. It's just that, you know, I have to grow a YouTube channel, and sometimes, you know, you have to make choice. What is trending at the moment is Star Wars, and it helps a lot to grow this YouTube channel, and Jaws is not really trending at the moment, and so I'd love to do that, but now I have to choose. From time to time I make things that are not trending. I do like Predator stuff on this YouTube channel because I'm a big fan of the saga, and Aliens as well. Alien is quite trending. It was quite trending when I did it because there were Alien Covenant when I did this one. That was around. It wasn't exactly the same date, but it was pretty much at the same period. So yeah, so that's what. Sometimes I do that. So I may one day make something like that. Probably when I have more momentum on this YouTube channel, where I'll have the freedom to do pretty much whatever I want without, you know, be worried about how the YouTube channel grows, which is it's complicated. You know, Adam Savage can make pretty much everything he wants because of it, but I'm not that big on YouTube, so I have to be careful about such things. But yeah. Okay. So T-Rex just moved a bit. Oh no. John Moran just said that Raphael T-Rex just moved a bit. Is he behind me? I think he's alive. I think he's alive, guys. The T-Rex head is alive. He's gonna hit me alive as well. It's a rangefinder. Yeah, yeah, it's a rangefinder. I was talking about that earlier. I wasn't able to name the rangefinder of Boba Fett's helmet here. That's true. That's the rangefinder. Okay, I want to, but I don't really have cardboard. Why do you mean what? Ah, yeah, okay, you don't have cardboard. So if you don't have cardboard, by the way, guys, if you don't have enough deliveries to make stuff, and by the way, I'd like to clarify something, because most people think that they don't have enough cardboard, you know, in a monthly basis to make such things. Actually, most of them, not all of them, but most of you, most of them are wrong, because most people don't realize how much cardboard they throw away in a monthly basis. I wasn't, you know, when I started this YouTube channel, I thought, I was like, no, I will never have enough cardboard to do all the things I want to do, to make on this YouTube channel. And actually, I get way more than I need. I'm starting even, I throw away a lot of cardboard, because, you know, now I'm starting to have a stock that is way too big. And I do a lot of things. I do, you know, 1-2 tutorials a month. You know, it's been 3 years, so I make a lot of stuff out of cardboard. So I'm pretty sure that most of you think that you don't have a cardboard, but just if you save the cardboard for one month or maybe 2, most of you would have enough cardboard to make pretty much whatever they want on this YouTube channel. But if you don't have deliveries at all, you don't have cardboard, you can still ask to your local store. Usually they are more than happy to have someone that wants to get rid of their cardboard for them, because it's a work. You know, it's a job they have to do, like, in a weekly basis. So if someone, you know, comes to them, you know, with the mask and everything, because, you know, we are living in the strange time, and ask him, you know, no, I'm gonna crush them, I'm gonna disassemble your cardboard, and I'm gonna do that job for them. Most of, you know, the store are totally okay with it. Maybe take some gloves, because I don't know, because cardboard, I don't know, with COVID, you know, with this pandemic, you never know. But yeah, I used to say that a lot, and I think it's still working now. If you be careful, you can ask, you know, to do that, and you get a lot of cardboard from your local store. And you just say that, you know, just mention me. You say, I know Epic Cardboard Props, maybe you know him too. You know, he make amazing stuff out of cardboard, and I want to make stuff from his channel, and so I need cardboard, you know. You show it maybe on the phone, I don't know. But yeah, so usually they are totally fine with it. I did it once. Just because I was missing a little bit of some type of cardboard like 2 years ago, and they were completely okay. They were like more than okay, actually. They were very, you know, they were like, okay, I don't have that to have to do that myself. That's great. So yeah, so don't hesitate to do that. I think it should be okay. So yeah, so you can do that if you don't have enough cardboard. Next question is from okay, Sarah Rose Bicky, and the question is, okay, thank you. That's great, thank you, Sarah. So Sarah, because earlier Sarah commented in the chat to tell me that a person in Belgium made a train, an old wagon of a train from cardboard in life size, and I was very curious about it, and so then she dropped the link of it in this form. So thank you very much. So here you asked to send the link from the cardboard train and car. Okay, so thank you. So I will check that later. I can't do that right now, but thanks for putting it here, because that's clear, and I'll be able to see that later after this live stream. Thank you very much. And by the way, I will drop at the end of the live stream. At the end of this live stream, I will drop the link in the chat for you to have a look on it. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna copy it, and I'm just gonna do that here. And at the end of the live stream, I will put. Oh, that's awesome! I've just a picture here. That's cardboard. That. I will have to show that, guys. It's impressive. So yeah, cardboard out of cardboard. Train out of cardboard. That's so cool. Okay, and I'm very impressed, actually. I've just seen the pictures. It's very impressed. Okay, so please take my name, Brijesh Prajarpati. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Okay, I'm gonna drink a little bit because I'm already thirsty, guys. Okay, and by the way, if you're new, if you're out on this live stream, and because I'm always unlisting this live stream, I know that I already said that earlier in this live stream, but don't hesitate to share this live stream out to someone that might be interested in what I do on this YouTube channel, the props and all of my stuff, and because it's this live stream are always unlisted at the end of the live stream, because I don't want to flood my YouTube channel with live stream, because I go live every week and I post about 1 tutorials a month, so I don't do that. So because of it, I'm pretty much obliged to unlist the live stream when they are done. So because of it, YouTube doesn't help, and so I'm counting on you to share the live stream out to people, maybe a Facebook group, Reddit, about Star Wars or the prop I do here. It helps a lot. Okay, the next question is from don't have name. The name is a dot. Okay, the name is a dot. And the question is: you should make a cardboard guitar that actually works. Just the body should be cardboard of your cool, and use a real neck. Yeah, that would be cool, but it would have to be one from a movie or TV shows, because this channel is all about props from movies and TV shows. So yeah, but why not? I'll think about it. The next question is from Wolfie, and the question is, okay, it's not the question, you just said I'll try. So I don't know, maybe you're answering to something I said earlier in this live stream, but I don't remember it. Sorry about that. The next question is from Cheese180, and the question is, will you ever paint your projects? That's the question at $1 million, because all people are, I get that question so much that, so many times, that if I would put a penny in a jar, I would be rich by now. But because a lot of people want me to paint the props, but I think you don't realize something that is very important about cardboard, is that cardboard is amazing to make things because it's cheap. You don't have to use tricky tools, to make things out of cardboard. The glue is cheap as well, and that kind of thing. But you have limitation when you work with cardboard, and the problem with that is that if you make something out of cardboard, you won't be able. Even me, I'm not able to make something that is perfect enough, that is good enough for it to be painted with great result and for it to be worth it. Because if you want to have a perfect replica, painted and everything, it will be way easier and way more efficient if you just use another material like foam, plastic, or even wood. Because if you paint cardboard, I think it's a nonsense, because to have a great result to paint something that is made out of cardboard, you can do that actually, by the way. You can have great result painting cardboard. I'm not saying that you can't. It's just that you'll have to do way more than what I do on this YouTube channel. You have to apply maybe a modeling paste on it, or resin or something, and you have to, it's a tricky process that you won't have to do with another material, and the result wouldn't be that great if than if you use foam, if you or another material. That's why I don't paint my props, because I think it's a nonsense. And I know, and another thing that is very important, you lose the wow effect, because most people doesn't know that you can make such things out of cardboard. Most people doesn't know that. So if you hide the cardboard aspect, you're gonna lose the wow effect, and most people are going to see the props, they're going to see that it's great, but they will, in their mind, they're going to be like, it's great prop, but I've seen people making way better version of it on other YouTube channel. They're not gonna connect the dot about the cardboard things, that cardboard is it's difficult to make something like that accurate out of cardboard. And so that's why I don't do that, because I think you lose the wow effect that you have when you make something out of cardboard. I know that I did some tries, like this one. I didn't paint this mask here. It's just black paper and white paper actually, because as I said, I've never did it. I've never painted a single prop on this YouTube channel. Even the Stormtrooper you see here, the Stormtrooper here is white paper and black marker. I just use a black marker to do the eyes, because when I use white paper here, I was like, I can't just leave the eyes in brown, because at this point everything was the right color, so I felt like I should. So I use blue marker for that and black marker for this part, a gray pencil for it. So it's not painted for this one, but yeah. And I realized that when I finished it, that was weird, because I was posting pictures on Instagram and Facebook, and people were like, yeah, it's good, but yeah, that's weird, there are some texture in here, it's not perfect, and I got a lot of critiques about it, no, not a lot, but most people were very very happy about the result, but more than usually. No, usually I don't get that much, and for this one it was the same for all props that was colored even without painting. I got pretty much all the time that's kind of bad comments that were like, yeah, that's not great, that's not bad, it's good, that kind of, because they don't realize that it was made out of cardboard. So you really lose the wow effect. And if it was just cardboard color, you see right out of the game that it's cardboard, recycled cardboard, people are, oh god, that's made out of cardboard, that's awesome. So yeah, so that's why I think you shouldn't do that, but you could, you can, I think you can. I know that most people do actually paint my props, and that's totally fun. And if you want to paint your props, by the way, out of cardboard, I recommend you to apply first a primer first, and then painting it with a few thin layers of acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is better because it's opaque, thick, and it's not water-based. Because if you use water-based painting, it's gonna deform your props. It's gonna enter the material. You're gonna see way more the corrugations through the material because of it. So yeah, so don't try not to use that. Try to use a primer first, and even better than that. Sorry. If you want to paint your props out of cardboard, better than that, apply a modeling paste on the surface of it before painting it. Like the same way I did for the Boba Fett helmet here. The Boba Fett you see here, I applied the modeling paste before just to smooth out the surface, actually, not to paint it, because I didn't paint it, actually. But yeah, so if you just apply a modeling paste on your cardboard, to smooth out the entire surface, and then, sand it with sandpaper, you're gonna have a great surface for it to be painted with quite a good result. But as I said, it's not gonna be perfect. But that being said, I'm very demanding with my props, so I think it's gonna be just fine for most people. But I'm weird with my props. I'm so you have to know something about me. I'm never happy with my props. I've never been. When I all the props I done so far, I'm always seeing a lot of flaws on them that are very bothering me. I'm never happy, completely happy. Of course, when I'm done with the props, I'm like, yeah, that's great, and I'm happy, but never at 100%. There is always something that I should have done that way, or I should have, that kind of thing. I'm never completely happy, so I'm very, very demanding with my props. Okay, the next question is from Diego Ruse. I don't have why I'm coughing like that. So Diego Ruse, he made the Velociraptor head, and he finished it. That's great. And the question is, in the video tutorial, when she covers the prop, she uses very thin cardboard, the same kind you get on Amazon for small items, but it's corrugated. When I made my props, I didn't have that kind of cardboard, so I improvised the box. Would the cereal box have worked, or did necessarily have to be corrugated? I don't get it. Okay. In the video tutorial, when she covers the prop, she used very thin cardboard. You say she. That was confusing. That's what is confusing me. But I think English is probably not your first language, so maybe it's a mistake. But I think you're talking about me, because she is it's feminine. So yeah. So I think you're talking about me. So yeah. So I use very thin cardboard to cover some of my props, because it helps to have a very smooth surface when you smooth it out after that. And it's way easier to have a smooth surface when you smooth out than using thick corrugated cardboard that you have a hard time to smooth out, the edges of it with sandpaper after all. So that's why I use thin cardboard, uncorrugated cardboard most of the time to do that. So yeah, you totally can use cereal boxes to do it. It works very well. I actually recommend it a lot in my tutorial videos to do that. So yeah, don't hesitate to use cereal boxes. They work very well to do that step. And it doesn't have to be corrugated at all. Actually, it's even, I know that I used some corrugated cardboard for some of my props, like the T-Rex or the Velociraptor head, because it was, I don't know, because it was the most, I think I have a lot of this cardboard, that type of cardboard at the time, and because it's not, because it's quite big, it's not a very big problem to use that kind of cardboard. But you could use very thin uncorrugated cardboard from cereal boxes. It's gonna work just the same way if you want to do that. Okay, so the next question from the form is from, God. And the question is, so that's not a question, that's just a spam. Okay, the next question is from Jumur Das, and the question is, Okay, the next question is from Zumurgas, and the question is: does your cat have their personal room where they spend most of the time, or they just roam around the house? They don't have their personal room. They are everywhere in this house. Not in the bedroom actually, because the bedroom I don't want the cats in the bedroom because they are. I'm a little bit. Have some kind of allergy to the cat, very slightly allergic. You know, that's crazy. I have 4 cats, but I'm a little bit allergic. I have an allergy, a cat allergy actually, a very slight one. So I don't allow the cat to be in the bedroom because of it. But otherwise they are everywhere. They don't have room. Okay. And by the way, let me know in the chat if you are new or old on this channel, because I haven't asked that, but I want to know if you are new on this YouTube channel or old. Just let me know in the chat, and, you know, with an hashtag new. And yeah, I just want to know who is new and who is old on this YouTube channel, and who is old. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, Marco is right. Don't spam. I don't know who was spamming, but yeah, that's not a good thing. If you're spamming, the moderator of the live stream are gonna put you in timeout. So don't do that. Okay, so the next question. Okay, so Marco says Stajin c'est old. Okay, not that new. Not that new. Okay. So the next question is from. The next question from the form is from She's 180 again, and the question is follow up to will you paint them? Makes sense. The follow up because I've just answered why I don't paint my props. So he says the follow up to will you paint them? Makes sense. I make cardboard Star Wars helmet, but I use a filler sparkle, and I make to make it smooth before painting, like RGR Production. Check him out, by the way. Yeah, I know already. RGR Production is a great fella. He's good at making. He does a lot of props from a lot of helmet from Star Wars, and he's a very skilled guy. So yeah, I knew him already. But yeah, it's not the same channel as me. Of course, he use cardboard mostly, I think, but he use as well a lot of things to make his props. And this channel is all about props out of cardboard. You know, the challenge is to make everything out of cardboard and paper. And so yeah, and I did that with the Boba Fett helmet. So I did a couple of tries when I was using some modeling paste to make the surface smoother, but I felt like, you know, a lot of people were a little bit disappointed about it, because, you know, that's not the challenge of this channel. So I tend not to do it too much anymore. I will probably do some new tries using modeling paste, because it's great to, you know, to smooth the surface out, but most people aren't you know, comfortable to use modeling paste, even if it's quite cheap and easy. You know, it's not cardboard, it's not paper. So yeah, but you're right, it's a very efficient way to paint your props that you made out of cardboard. You know, if you apply a modeling paste or a filler sparkle to the surface, and you sand it over with the sandpaper, you know, you have a way better result if you paint it afterward. Okay. So I'm gonna have a look in the chat. So Pink Ninja said, I'm new. I've been saying you since late 2020. That's a long time ago. Sorry about that. Shiny new. Hey, so Nomad Dragonfly says she's shiny new. No, I'll never will cut my hair. Sorry from that, Ang. I cut my hair, but I'm always cutting my hair like that. You know, I like my hair that way. I like the brown look. Yeah, that's true. So, proud veteran. Say, Luis Orozco, say, I'm proud veteran. And it's true. I know you've been there for a while. Okay, so I don't have more questions from the form. So if you want to put your questions in the form, there is a form in the description box for that. Moderator, don't hesitate to drop the link of the form if you can in the chat from time to time, telling people that that's the best way to ask their questions. And yeah. And let me know, how are you doing today? Let me know in the chat, how are you doing today? If you're great or not, because I know that, you know, these situations at the moment with Ukraine and in Europe, it's terrible what's happening at the moment. So I know that, you know, some people it might be difficult. Some of my subscribers here told me in the comments, because I knew that they were in Ukraine, and Marie, that is in Ukraine, I don't know if she's here, but she was there last week. She's in Finland now, because she lives in Ukraine and she have to flee Ukraine. So yeah, I think it's not the right way to say that, but yeah, you get what I mean. So yeah, so that's terrible what is happening at the moment in Ukraine, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, long hair. Yeah. Okay, so if you have questions, I'm gonna answer some questions in the chat. So drop your question in the chat if you want. I'm in the next minute. I'm gonna answer your question from the chat. So if you have questions, put them in the chat with an hashtag question maybe in front of it. That way I'll be able to see it maybe better. And yeah, and tell me as well if you, because I think you told me that. Tell me in the chat, what is the last movie you watch. I just want to know that, because the last movie I watched is Spider-Man No Way Home, and it was a great one. I really enjoyed that one. I think it's my favorite Spider-Man. You know, between the new Spider-Mans, because I'm a big fan of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, because I grew up, you know, with Tobey Maguire as a Spider-Man. But the new Spider-Man, I think my favorite one is the last one. So tell me in the chat, what is your favorite? What the last movie you watched? And I just like to know that. That's okay, Diego Ruz. I guess that you because Diego Ruz. Sorry, Rafael, my English is not good, because because Diego referred to me as she. She is for a girl. So I wasn't sure about the question, but that's okay. You know, my English is not that good as well. So I guessed that, you know, it was the case. No problem about that. Don't worry. The Bad Guys. Okay, good movie. Turning Red. Okay, great movies. I haven't seen The Bad Guys. I haven't seen it. I have to check that out. The last movie I watched was Turning Red. Okay, what's Turning Red? Turning Red. I have to check that out. I don't know what it is. Okay. Okay, and the Batman, really good. Yeah, I have to watch it. I haven't seen the Batman, but yeah, actually, I'm very interested about the new Batman, because I feel like it's a new, you know, from the trailer I saw, I feel like it's a very new kind of Batman, you know, with a lot of, you know, anger and that kind of thing, which is great, which I think we're always lacking from all the Batmans actually so far, you know, because I feel like Batman is a kind of, you know, Avenger or something, you know, not Avenger, but you know what I mean. It has to be, you know, in this kind of anger and that kind of thing. And I thought that it wasn't the case with the last Batman movies. Actually, Adam Project with Ryan Reynolds. Adam Project, yeah, I saw the trailer. It looks good. Okay. So. If Nandi Yadav asked me if I'm speaking Hindi, I'm not speaking Hindi. I speak English and French only. Sorry. Vigilant. Okay. So yeah. Tell me in the chat if you have questions, because I don't have new question in the form, and I don't have questions in the chat. So don't hesitate to ask me your questions. If you have questions about the props I do on this YouTube channel, maybe you're wondering about making one of my props, and because they are, you know, they might be quite difficult at times. I know that some of them are very difficult, like these two ones are quite, not difficult actually, but very time consuming and can be, you know, overwhelming at first sight when you watch the tutorial videos. When you watch those ones, you feel like, yeah, I would love to make it, but I'm not sure I could, you know. And I think you definitely could. You just have to, you know, if you want to make the T-Rex head or the Dragon's head or even all of these props, you just have to take the time to make these, because they are not tricky. If you use the template and if you follow all the steps of the tutorial videos accurately, they are not difficult. That's the goal of this channel. I try to make difficult props easy for everyone, even if it's your first prop. That's the goal of this channel. Even if it's the first prop that you're making out of cardboard, it should be quite easy if you follow all the instructions and you are using the templates, of course. That's the goal of this channel. But yeah, the thing is that you have to know that they're not gonna be made in 1 hour or 2 hours. I think maybe the Star Trek Discovery page I've made like 2 years ago. Could be done in like 2 hours maybe, but that's pretty much the only one I've made on this YouTube channel that could be done in a few hours. All the other ones I think are gonna take you at least a day for the easiest one, and most of them are gonna take you a few days. So, and some of them few weeks, of course. Yeah, after that it depends on how much time do you spend working on it every day, of course. If if you work like 20 minutes on this on the prop for every day, is gonna take several weeks, even months. But yeah, so but they are not that tricky. Maybe some of them are, but most of them are not that tricky. Maybe this one is quite tricky, but there are not a lot of them. But yeah, this one, which is of course the Terminator head, is a quite tricky one to make. But as I said again, if you are using the templates and if you follow the instructions of the tutorial video, it should be quite easy. It's gonna be quite time consuming, of course, but not that difficult to make. So yeah, so if you have questions about one of my props or something, don't hesitate to ask me that in the chat. And okay, Nandini Yadav, I don't know why you are always, my moderator are always deleting your comments, and I think there is a reason they are doing that. So if you do that too much, if you're spamming the chat, or if you're rude or something, it's gonna. I will have to put you. I will have to do something harsher than just put you in timeout. So behave. Question: which prop has made you the happiest? So a great question. Which prop has made you the happiest? That's a great question. I think it's the. I say that a lot. I think the Million Falcon is definitely one of them, and the Xenomorph Thread. I think if you've been there, during this live stream a lot, you probably know that already. But yeah, the Xenomorph Thread I did, that is not here, by the way, is one of the one that I was the most happy of when I made it, when I was done with it, because I felt like it was the first time that I was making anything that organic, anything that feel like it is alive. And after that, of course, I did the T-Rex Thread, Dragons, a lot of things that feel like it is alive. But before that, I used to make only props, like shield, weapons, that kind of stuff. And so when I did made the Xenomorph Thread, it was very challenging for me, and as well because I'm a huge fan of Alien Saga. So yeah, when I was done with it, I was very happy about how it turns out, because I think it turns out pretty great. So yeah. Great question, Luis. So the next question is from Marco Stagin. Okay, Marco Stagin in the form, and the question is, what is your favorite prop that you made so far? Okay, so I pretty much answered that question already. So I think the Xenomorph Head is definitely one of the one I ended up the most happy with. But of course, the T-Rex Head was very important for me, because I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park as well. And yeah, T-Rex Head, Xenomorph Head, Miller Falcon maybe, I think would be these three. But I love all the prop I made on this YouTube channel, to be honest. Okay, can you make the Foundation helmet from Fortnite? The Foundation helmet from Fortnite, I don't know. I don't know, because I don't play Fortnite, and because the channel is all about movies and TV shows, it has to be from a movie or a TV shows. But if I don't know, there is a show that is named the Foundation. Is this helmet that is in the show as well? Because if it is in the show, I could. But if it's not, and it's a specific thing from the Fortnite game, I won't be able to do that, because it's not on the topic. It has to be from a movie or a TV show for it to be aligned with the topic of this YouTube channel. Question and week one has made you suffer the most. Which one? I think it's this one. I'm gonna say the Dragon's Head is the one that made me suffer the most, because it's not that it was difficult, is that I'm on schedule on this YouTube channel. I try to post my tutorials at least once a month, and when I'm over, because this one took me almost 2 months and a half. Again, because I had to make it without templates, I do the templates for you to so that you don't have to do 70% of the job I do. but I had to do this 70% of the job myself. So for me, it took me 2 months and a half, and I was like, when I started it, I thought it would take me something like a month. I was expecting it because, as I said, I tried to post 1 tutorial a month on this YouTube channel. So I was, after a month and a half, after 2 months, I was like, it was 2 months already. I should have posted like a month ago, and I have at least 2 weeks more to work on it. And because I don't want to rush things, and because that's the priority, I don't want to rush something and to make a bad prop just for the sake of the schedule of this channel. If it's gonna be a little bit late, that's the way it's gonna be. It's I don't because that's what I do here. If I try to make a thing quickly because I want to post every week, a lot of YouTubers does that actually, but I don't do that. Maybe it's probably hurting my YouTube channel, I know, but because that's not what I do. I want to make very accurate replica out of cardboard. And so yeah, no matter what, that's the first goal. And the second goal, of course, is to post at least 1 tutorial a month, and even more than that if I can. So yeah, the Dragon's Head was a challenging one. Next question is from Marco Stagin again, and the question is: have you watched Breaking Bad or Dexter? Yeah, of course I watched both of it. I'm a big fan of Breaking Bad. I'm a huge fan of Breaking Bad. I'm even watching the Better Call Saul. It's not that good, but it's not as good as Breaking Bad, but it's quite cool. And the Dexter, of course, I watched the first season of Dexter, like the 3 or 4 first season of Dexter, and I think like a lot of people, I stopped watching it because at some point it was a little bit, redundant and boring, and I've never seen the end of the first. I think it was the 6th season, or the last season. I've never seen it. Not the last one, the very last one, but the last season that was released like I don't know, 5 years ago. And but I watched a recap of it on YouTube because I wanted to watch the new season, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch the other season anyways, so I'm just gonna watch a recap. I know that's not a good thing to do, but I did. And then I watched the last season, the Dexter Blood, More Blood or something. I don't know the name, but the last season that wrap up everything correctly, and that's great. The last season of Dexter, is so cool. I would have loved more of it, and which is. I was surprised at it because I didn't thought, I was really bored at the end when I stopped watching Dexter the first time. So I was very surprised to see how good was the last one. I think you have to do that, by the way. If you stop watching Dexter, like midway, like at the 4th season or maybe the 5 or the 3, just watch a recap of the last episode, just to know how the things end. And, it's not very big spoil because most people were quite disappointed about the end of the series at the time. So just watch the recap on YouTube and then watch the last season of Dexter that was released like a few months ago. I think you're not gonna be disappointed because it's so good, and yeah, it's very, very good. I loved it. It's my opinion. Maybe you won't like it, but I really enjoyed that show, the last season. I was a little bit disappointed by the end of it, but I'm not gonna spoil it with it. So yeah, you'll have to make your opinion by yourself. Okay. Okay, by the way, don't forget to share this live stream out if you can. I know that I already said that a lot during this live stream, but if you can share this live stream out to a friend, siblings, or maybe a Facebook group, Reddit, or something that is related to props making or Star Wars or Jurassic Park, the things I do on this YouTube channel, that helps a lot because YouTube is not gonna promote this live stream after all because I'm gonna unlist it. So I'm counting on you to make this live stream working a bit, and that's why there is always a small community during this live stream, by the way, because I'm always unlisting my live stream. So YouTube is like, doesn't work that well, so I'm not gonna think that way but of course it's because I'm always I'm live for 1 hour, and after that the live stream is disappeared. So YouTube doesn't like that. Okay. Jules Champelovier ask in French, est-ce que tu as déjà fait du stop motion avec tes créations? So he is asking, have you already done stop motions with your build? So I'm gonna answer you in English if it's okay for you, because most people speak English here. I hope that's okay for you, Jules. But yes, no, I've never done that. I've never did that. I would love to try one someday. but I've never did. I've seen people doing it because, you know, I've been working before this YouTube channel. I was working in the cinema industry. I've been working in the cinema industry as a Steadicam operator for 15 years. So from time to time, I saw that, you know, that job. I saw professional doing that work. It's very impressive to see that. I wasn't involved into this because, of course, I was Steadicam operator. So, no, Steadicam operator, you have to wear a camera in a very smooth way with a big machine on my back. And of course, you know, stop motion doesn't work that way. So I've seen it, like, you know, sneaking around in the studio from time to time, but it's very impressive what they do, because, you know, it's very long, it's very time consuming to do, because, you know, they spend days, you know, and just moving the camera like 1 inch, and, you know, they move the arms of the character, and then they move again, and the light has to be always the same, otherwise it's gonna be bad for the end result. And if someone, you know, drop a light in the middle of it, they have to restart everything again because of it. So, and it might be like 2 weeks to, you know, a week to redo entirely, which is so that's why they are very cautious, you know, with the light, that, you know, the way for them not to move, that kind of stuff. Good question, by the way. Okay, so I don't have more questions in the form. Thank you very much, Gabriel Dash. Gabriel said, you are amazing, I love your videos, incredible talent. Thank you so much, thank you so much, I do appreciate that, thank you. Question, which proper, okay, so I already answered to that one. Cheese has question, I made the Boba Fett costume and it was good, but I wish it was better. Could you make Bob's jetpack and gun? I plan on buying the armor templates to make a remake. Okay, the Boba Fett jetpack is planned. Actually, I'm gonna do a kind of, because, you know, Boba Fett jetpack is very, very similar to the Mandalorian jetpack. There are a few things. Of course, the pant is not the same, but because I don't put my props, you know, that doesn't take, you know, I don't take that into account. But because it's pretty much the same, I'm gonna do a modification of the one I already done to make it a Boba Fett version of it. You know, the Mandalorian one I done. So, you know, so you just have to follow the tutorials to make the Mandalorian jetpack, and then you know, at some point you have to stop and just follow this new tutorial that I'm gonna make. I don't know when still, but you know, where you'll have just to do some modification at some point, where basically you have to add the rocket on the top, and, you know, the reactors on the bottom has to be on the side, and a few little things, but that's pretty much the same. So I'm not gonna remake it again, and actually I'm gonna make it, you know, in a way that you'll be able to switch between the two versions of it if you want to, with magnets or something like that. So yeah, I'm thinking about it to do that way, to do it that way. Okay, that's a good question. Thanks for the awesome live streams. I gotta head out. Have a good day and night. Thank you, Cheese. Thanks for stopping by. I hope I'll be able to see you next time. What film did you work on? That's a tricky one. But I work on a lot of feature films, but they are French, most of them, very French ones, so you're not gonna know them. And I work in on a few commercial music videos, like, you know, the one that I was recalling the other day was a Spanish one that I work. Everyone knows it. They are known worldwide. I don't remember. I don't remember. J'allais dire. I don't remember it. I don't remember the name. What it was. Yeah. Anyway, maybe I will remember it later. I don't know. But yeah, I work a lot on commercial music videos, and music videos. Some of them you may know them, and I was recalling one, but I don't have. I have, you know, on top of my head somewhere, but it's just I don't know why it doesn't come out. Okay, so question. When are you going to speak Hutes again? Guess again. Yeah, Luis Orozco is saying that because in the video of the Mandalorian helmet, this one, at the beginning I read down the after credit scene of the Mandalorian where Boba Fett is killing I don't remember the name, Hutes, the guy who speak Hutes, and but actually, so he's joking about it because in the video I played the boss character myself, and I speak Hutes in the videos myself, but I'm just repeating what I heard in the videos basically. So of course I don't speak Hutes, but I think you know that already. But yeah, it was really fun to do. By the way, I was like with my phone and the videos, and I was like repeating the word exactly like him, and then I was recording it, playing the character, speaking Hutes. It was very fun to do. Okay, I'm looking for more questions. I don't have more questions in the chat. Okay, so yeah, it was a great live stream, guys. I'm gonna wrap this live stream up. I think I answered all the questions from the forum. I don't see more questions in the chat, so I'm gonna wrap this live stream up. It was great to talk with you. I'd like to thank the moderator of this live stream, Luis Orozco and Marco Stagin, for moderating the live stream, because that helps a lot. Sometimes you have people that are misbehaving in the chat, and that's not good. That's not good, guys. When you do that, you have to know. So these guys are awesome, because when you are, I feel like the chat is healthier. And so that's great. And thank you so much for everyone for stepping by during, for this live stream, this Q&A session. I'm thinking about doing different version of this live stream. I used to do some stuff on this YouTube channel, like prop review session, and I might make more of them. So you may see new stuff in the future during these live streams. I hope you enjoyed that live stream, and I hope I'll be able to see you next week at the same time, the same hour, the same day, at 11 Eastern time on Wednesday. And by the way, don't hesitate to check out the link in the description box below, because I'm running a discount on my props at the moment. I'm gonna do that. You can see it here. So basically, at the moment, I'm running a discount where you have a discount of 20% if you buy several props of my like 2 props or more. You have 20% off using the promo code EPIC in all caps. So don't hesitate to check that out. It's running at the moment on my props, on my templates. So if you want to buy some of my templates, you have a discount now. If you just use the promo code EPIC, you have 20% off of everything you buy, every template you buy from my shop. So yeah, so thank you very much for stepping by. I hope I'll be able to see you next week. Stay safe, and don't forget, there is something awesome in your cardboard boxes. See you next time, guys. I have to do something before. I'm gonna drop the link, because someone dropped so I'm gonna drop a link in the chat, and actually it's you're gonna be blown away. Apparently, maybe you have to double check, but someone told me in the chat earlier in this live stream that this train is made out of cardboard. So don't hesitate to check that out. That link, and yeah, that's because that's very cool, and that's made out of cardboard. Apparently, people have made that train out of cardboard in Belgium, which is awesome. So I have to maybe double check, because I feel like I have a hard time to see that it's made out of cardboard. So I have to double check that. But if it's true, I'm blown away. So yeah, so have a great week. Stay safe, and don't forget, there is something awesome in your cardboard boxes, guys. See you next time. See you. Bye, everyone. Where is the button? The button is here.